What's going on, YouTubers? Did the old iPhone update. Pretty cool now. It's got this big old red bar. Says that you're recording, where in the past it didn't have that. It just had the timer rolling. So I really dig that. It's COVID 2020. God, when are we going to get out of COVID 2020, you know? November 7th, I think. November 7th. Yeah, it's about 55 here in the Metroplex, DFW, great state of Texas. And so the election was Tuesday, so today's Saturday, so we still don't have a president. I'm not going to go there. It's pretty tough times right now. Pretty crazy. I feel for everybody, really, that has a crazy passion for politics. I vote. I rarely voice my opinion because all it does is cause division. And right now as a country, I think we need to come together as a country and problem solve and not fight. I mean, just show love and respect and keep moving. So today we're going to talk about, because I'm done with that, we're going to talk about what I carry in my tech bag, right, or my EDC everyday carry bag. And yeah, this thing's a big bag, right? I mean, not really. I mean, it's probably 5x8. It's probably a little thicker than normal because I've kind of added a couple of things here and there. I don't use the molly or the molly straps. I just throw it in the top of my backpack because this is easy access. I want to say this is a Maxpedition bag, but I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. No tag on it, so it's probably not a Maxpedition. Maybe it is. But once I get it emptied, I'll show you what brand it is. I think there's a tag on the inside, I think. So, you know, keeping your chargers and your portable power pack and everything in one little bag like this is pretty freaking handy, because you grab it, you know, you're running to meet somebody, you're walking into a restaurant, you got your mask on, right, and you know, you see your phone's at 6 or 7%. You just grab this, roll in, you know, with everybody at like 6 feet apart these days. I really don't worry about somebody snatching and grabbing it, and if somebody does, it's probably about $100 worth of cords and a power pack, right? And if somebody's going to snatch and grab it, the power pack's probably going to be out of it. That's about $40, and then whatever cords are left, you know, maybe some cheap headphones. But I really like keeping it all in one container, because you're not digging through your backpack or looking through your zippers trying to remember where you got this cord and this cord and this cord. So I highly suggest keeping it all in one bag, right? And you're probably gonna have doubles and triples, right? I mean, this is kind of my EDC bag that goes in my gamut. So, you know, if I'm running in somewhere and my phone's dying, you know, and with my work, I gotta have my phone on me all the time. You know, I'll stick my power pack in my back pocket and get my short cable out and stick my phone in my front pocket, right? So, and then walk through Home Depot or whatever I'm doing, and it can be charging, right? So let's get into it, right? So just so you can see, right, I really dig the webbing and all this, the hook loops. I'm pretty sure you can probably carabiner that to something also. It's got a drain hole in the bottom of it, but it's just, you know, a nice canvas heavy zipper. It's got 2 zippers. You know, I don't do the zipper thing here because they have a tendency to work loose, right, and then everything's open. I was also probably it was a long time ago. I was doing some primitive camping, and I had my zippers like that, right? Well, one of them worked open just a little bit, right? And it started raining on us before we got to our destination, and as I started unpacking, half my crap had gotten rained on because it was pouring down rain at this point, and so a ton of my stuff was wet just from a little hole. So just from experience, I've always learned to keep everything right there, right? And it's a little harder for somebody to reach in if this thing's hanging off your backpack or, you know, hanging off a sling or something. If they're both here, because they're gonna have to do this, and they're, you know, they just can't reach out, you know. So anyways, so I like having the zippers on one side or the other. So as you can see, this thing's full, right? Now just from top view, I always keep my earbuds on the side with my power pack, because those are what I go to first. Usually if I want to watch a video real quick, or, you know, talk on the phone and I'm in a crowded place, I usually grab my earphones, my earbuds, whatever they are, right? And they're corded. I don't really use some wireless ones because I always forget to charge them. They're cumbersome, whatever. So I always use just a nice pair of corded earbuds, and I'll put the links to all this stuff down below. I like these because the mic piece tells you it's your right ear. Somebody's circling around looking at me. But I like how these things fit in your ear. So they just kind of, right? So it's got a nice shape to fit into your ear. I'm really impressed with those. And I couldn't tell you the brand. I'll find them on Amazon. So as you can see, right, there's a ton of stuff. I keep several different power cords for my iPhone, because work iPhone and personal iPhone. And I really don't use the Velcro straps that everybody's using these days, because I don't know, if you see, I just sit here and coil it up and then kind of flip it through. These are pretty cool. This is a really heavy duty cord, but it's got this spring wrapping at the base, and you know it always breaks right here, right? It always breaks on both sides right there. You know, there are some that got the 90 degree, which I dig those, but I'm just kind of old school. I still like them straight for some reason. But that spring and this heavy duty webbing is pretty cool. So I'll link the description down below, or the link to Amazon. But so I keep those. This is a 5-foot, and then this is a pretty old 10-footer. Now, this 10-footer has come in pretty handy lately, because you'll be sitting somewhere and somebody will go, "Hey, can I mooch off your power pack?" 10-footer, right? Plus, I've been in a couple of spots where if you're in, a bar or restaurant where there's one plug 6 or 7 feet away, and and you're sitting here, you can kind of muscle in and say, "Hey, can I borrow this plug?" And then you stretch this cable out, right? People are pretty cool about that. So 10-foot cable, I've had this for, gosh, probably 2 years, and it's still, and I use it a lot. You can see the bend right there where it's just, where I plug it in, but 10-foot cable, I keep it. I use it a lot. I use it probably more than I use my 5-footer. So then I've got my dual plug, right? Because you can plug it in anywhere you're at, right? So charge 2 iPhones. So I keep that a spare one of those, and then I keep my iPad block in there. Hey, maybe somebody can tell me if I can use this for my iPhone or my iPad. I really don't know. I always use this one. It feels heavier. It's got some resistors, transistors, something in here. I don't know. A flex capacitor. I don't know. It's got something in it, right? So I always use it for my iPad, not this. So I don't know why. Comment below if you know why, or if I can. I really need your help on that. Then I got the micro cord. I don't know where I got this. Have no clue, right? And then, believe it or not, I've got a spare. I've never used it, but it's a spare iPad cable, charging cable, because I've just never used it. I went from a mini to a large iPad, so I just never used it. Getting into the, so y'all know I'm an Olight fan, right? So I've got a spare Olight charger in here, and it's kind of hard to keep. Probably should use Velcro because this flat cable is kind of hard to keep organized. I should probably find a little bitty bag to put this in, right? A little dope bag or something. If y'all know what a dope bag is, who knows? So Olight charger, USB, right? Here is another little short cable, micro USB, or the micro C, sorry. And then same thing here. Again, pretty heavy webbing on this because I really like the thicker cables. They weigh a little bit more, but yeah, and I saw another YouTube guy. He starts he's putting labels on his stuff, so I've started doing that. So I got to figure out. I got this for one specific thing, but I can't remember what it was. So, but he just uses a label maker and then bends it over, and he's got whatever this is labeled, right? Oh yeah, so here, so I got this one labeled for my power bank, right? So that's the charging cable for my power bank. I try to use the OEM or the cable that comes with it, because the power bank's the most important thing in my opinion. Sorry, hang tight. Morning juice. Candy apple crisp. Tastes just like a green apple. It's the craziest thing in the world. They got a new flavor called key lime pie. Man, it tastes just like key lime pie, but I can't drink but about that much of it. It's good, but for some reason it's just too key lime pie. Yeah, I have no clue what that one is. I got to start labeling my cables. Right, I can look at a plug and go, oh, that goes right there. But keep in mind, this is for really my iPad, my iPhones, and then any devices other than my camera, right? So I think this is probably one of my I bet it's that light that's right there. I bet that's the cable for it. And it doesn't have a tag. That's the craziest thing in the world. You would think that a manufacturer would have their name on this bag, but who knows? All right, so let's get to the power. Oh, here's what else I carry. I carry a stainless steel Sharpie in here. It's stuck. So I carry a stainless steel Sharpie in here. It's got a fine point, so it is a Sharpie. If you can see right there, can you see? Hello, read right there. Perfect. So it's got a fine tip, super fine tip. Come on, focus in right there. But it's a stainless steel pen, so it feels like a high quality pen. It writes amazing. They're expensive, but they last quite a while. I catch my wife stealing them all the time because I don't know, but anyways, not from a store. She steals them from me. All right, so let's talk about this power bank real quick. Dadgum, I've already forgot the name of it. So it's a, and I didn't write it down, I don't think. Oh well. I'm gonna link it below, but it's, yeah, I didn't write it down. I'm a miserable failure today. It's 26,800 milliamps an hour, right? So it's roughly got 15 hours of charging time, depending on how many devices you plug into it. You know, it is fast charge, so it's how many watts? 15 watts. So here's the downside. This puppy weighs almost a pound. It weighs 15.8 ounces. It weighs a ton. It's heavy. But I really like it because, and I try to keep that on there because this is an LCD screen. If it will come on, I think you gotta, oh yeah, but yeah, you can't see it. Can you? Yeah, there you go. So it tells you what percentage you're at, and then it's got your volts, and then your maximum output, right? And then volts your amps remaining. So, and then it's got which I've never used, right? My old one had a flashlight like this too, but so it's got a flashlight, right? But I never use the flashlight. I always carry a flashlight in my pocket. So we got 2 USB out. We got a micro USB-C. Yep, type C in and out. And then we've got lightning and micro in. And I think they're also out. But so you've got several different charging options here, right? So in and out, and then you got outs, and then these are ins and outs, I think. No, just ins. So several ways to power this, charge it, and then push out. So this thing is $39 on Amazon. This is my old one. This is the one that I've had for 6 years, 5 years. This is 10,000 milliamp, right? And it lasted roughly, it does last about, I want to say 6.5 hours, 5.5 hours. But you can tell it, the only thing it's got on it is it's got 4 little lights, and I need to charge it right now. So when I upgraded to this a couple of months ago, I threw this one in the console of my truck because it still works. You know, it still lasts forever. It'll hold a charge forever. And the brand is Easy ACC, whatever that is, EZS ACC. I looked at this one and this one. The LCD on this one looked a little better than the new version of this. So I grabbed this one because I wanted to test drive it. But they still make these. I think they're like maybe $10 now for the 10,000. Really, that's all you need, I would think. Your input is here, and then you've got 2 outputs. But with several of us using this at a time, I wanted to get something that's got more outputs and fast charge. So pretty cool power bank. Weighs twice as much as this one. This one weighs, I guarantee you, twice as much. So if you're looking for something a little lighter, look for something like this. But 26,800 milliamps. It's going to give you 15 hours of charge time. I timed it last night. It took roughly 7 hours to charge this from 0 to 100%. I've never drained it all the way. I've been waiting to do this video. I've been trying forever to drain this thing down so I could see how long it would take to actually charge this. 7-hour charge on this type of plug, right? So if you've got a better plug, maybe a wall plug that's got USB in it, you might get a faster charge rate. I don't know. I do know that 7 hours is a pretty long time. This takes about 2 hours, but you've got twice the power bank, and a lot more options on it. So I'll link the description or the link to Amazon down below on this. Like I said, I've had this thing probably 3 or 4 months, and it was at 70% when I bought it, 72%. I charged it up, and then it's literally taken me this long, and I've used it a lot. But you know, when you're charging for 30 minutes here, an hour here, 45 minutes here, it doesn't burn time. You know, it doesn't drain it like you would think it would. If you're in a pandemic and you lose power, you know, 15 hours is probably going to go pretty quick if you're trying to power something forever on this. So these are good emergency backup and everyday use things, right? So that is crazy that this thing does not have, you know, that kind of disturbs me. I really thought that this thing would have a label in it. But anyways, EDC Tech BAG. I'm not a real techie person. I just need chargers and cables and a Sharpie, because there's lots of times when I need to write on something and a Sharpie is the only thing that'll write on it. So yeah, I kind of went over a ton of crap in 21 minutes. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like button. You know, I just try to share what I like and what I do and what I carry. This is stuff I use every single day. So hit the notification bell and be safe. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Tell people about the channel. Oh, this is a Dixon flannel. If anybody asks, check out Dixon. I don't make any money on that. But I really dig their flannels. Yeah, it's 55 and I'm wearing a flannel. You know what? I like the way they feel. So have a great day. Thanks for watching.